Hey guys, this is me, Sam Akers, and welcome to episode 2 of the Sacramento State franchise or Dynasty here on College Football 27. We are playing our first ever game here in the FBS level. We got a fun game. If you remember our roster, I probably should have reintroduced the roster before I started this. But just so we have guys to take a look at. Conklin, obviously, like I said, our starter. Jamar Curtis, Coleman, Moses, Burrell. The guys I really care about: Williams, Kuntz, Anton, Bryant Collins. So Moses gets us a gain of 1 right there. We're in the mountain. We are in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. He throws, and that's going to be incomplete, and it's 3rd and 9. So we got Coleman and Williams to our left, Burrell, Moses to the right, and we got Curtis in the backfield. That's caught by Coleman for the first down. Coleman is new to this. So many new faces and new identities here in Sacramento. As Curtis takes the ball, he's 2 yards. I want to try to utilize more like of a balanced offense. I know that I know I have a specific way on how, for dynasties and like in this game specifically, how I like to play. So I want to do more of like a balanced approach. I mean, I do feel like we're going to be more of a run-heavy team. But I do like the multiple offense because it does give us variety. As Conklin tosses it right there to Bryant, and Bryant tries to juke in but can't get it, but gets 7 yards right there, and it's 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and 3. So now 3rd and short right there. Conklin to Burrell, the tight end. Burrell's going to get all the way to the 26-yard line. 3 first downs so far in this drive for Sacramento State. The Sacramento State Hornets. Terrible play call on my end. I don't like doing read options in this game. But it seems like that's what they're giving us. I'm actually going to try with this series too. Like, I know last year when I did this, it's because I didn't enjoy 26 as much. Like, 26 to me wasn't a bad game. But I didn't enjoy 26 as much as I enjoyed like 25 or 27. So I want to definitely focus on this series more. And Burrell's going to get there. Touchdown! Touchdown for Sacramento State. Braden Burrell. Okay. I don't play out defense in this game because, well, I hate how defense works. Eastern Michigan ties it up. I'm not going to play every game, but I think I might. I'm not going to play every game, but I think I might just, do it in increments. And Conklin's going to take the ball himself, and he's going to get a first down to the 37-yard line. Let's mix some play action. Let's mix some play action in here. Conklin, the snap. Conklin's got a guy open. He's got Burrell, and Burrell can't hold on to it, so it is 2nd and 10 now on what will probably be the last play of the quarter. Conklin tries to get him to draw offside, and that's going to be a false start. That's going to be a false start on Curtis, and that's going to send him back 5 yards. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, had to make an attempt right there. Conklin gives the ball to Curtis, and Curtis gets all the way. Gets a 9-yard gain, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's a tie game. All right. So Sacramento State now back here at the 41, 3rd and 6. That was a terrible decision, and that's probably going to be 6. Never mind. Terrible decision right there. I didn't like that. I can't even be mad at myself. That was just a bad play call. So now back here. And I will say, it did I might honestly, if I get more invested in the game, I might honestly do 2 dynasties, as weird as it sounds. And that's fumbled. And that's fumbled. Conklin didn't have enough time to throw the football. No one was getting open. And Eastern Michigan goes and it's now 17-7. Not a good start for Sac. After a good first drive, can't get it going, and Conklin just can't get anything going on the read option right there. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. All right. So now we're at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 11 for Wisconsin, or for Sacramento State. Conklin takes a shot, and Williams is going to get all the way almost to midfield. They're going to say the 47-yard line. We're not going to do hurry up. We're not going to do hurry up offense because we don't really need to right now. Jordan Moses getting some carries. Gain of 7. Gain of 7 and a first down. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the organizational structure. I might do it in 3-week increments. That's a big shot downfield, and it was a worthy attempt. Coleman just couldn't hold on to it, and it's now 3rd and 3. Oh, can't hold on to it there. 4th and 3, but we're not going to punt. We're not going to punt. We're going to go for it. I like to be more aggressive on 4th. If it's 4th and short, I like to be more aggressive. And that's going to be a sack. Couldn't get anything going. Struggle is real in this game so far. But, this is what we expected. We're not a great team. Our first FBS matchup. And Curtis showing some of that insane running ability that he has. It's a learning curve. You can't win them all. I mean, there's still plenty of time in this game. But Conklin and Coleman holds on to the football and takes us into Eastern Michigan territory. And Curtis just... and we have an injury odds for Eastern Michigan. I want to do more emphasis on recruiting. We pretty much are probably going to need help anywhere. Burrell, who's so far been one of the 2 guys who's been doing stuff actually in the passing game. Burrell and Coleman really have been the only 2 guys doing worthy stuff in the passing game today. Conklin to Curtis. Curtis has a gap. The gap closes, though. To the 20 he goes. And it's 2nd and 2. And it's 2nd and 2. Conklin. And incomplete. That had the doings of being a really good game, or being a really good play, but just couldn't get it going. Incomplete. 4th and 2. Wow. I mean, we have to go for it. And we're gonna convert on 4th down, and Burrell gets us past the 10-yard line. They're gonna stay at the 9. We're gonna motion. Coleman's motioning, and he fumbles it. Tried the triple option right there, and it didn't work. So it's gonna be a long season. Coleman and Conklin. These are the learning curves that come with being a first-time FBS program. So it's 3rd and goal, and overshoots Williams. That was a walk-in touchdown. Kick is up, and it is good. So we're at least gonna get points. That hurts. That was a walk-in touchdown. That really hurts. That was a walk-in touchdown. So now we're back down 23-10. That was a walk-in touchdown, but Williams just couldn't hold on to it. But Burrell having a really nice game. Our O-line isn't doing us any favors today either, so let's do... Curtis is just going to get hit after a gain of 1. Conklin motions Williams. Stadium is getting louder. Gives it to Burrell, and Burrell... Did he hold on? He did. Okay. I couldn't tell if he had held on or not. Glad he did. I just couldn't tell if he held on or not. So getting something going. Conklin, you can feel it. I think he has got a little banged up hip or something. There's a flag. And are they going to say face mask on Eastern Michigan? Personal foul, face mask. I like that they added the actual throwing of the flag. They didn't have that for a while. So we'll move up to 25. We'll move up to 25. No complaints. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. So we're down 2 possessions. But driving. But we are driving. Hoontz with his first carry of the season. You always remember that first roster that you'd start with. You always remember that first roster that you start with in these games. Because it just gets nostalgic. Because then you realize when you continue this series for a while, and these guys start to graduate. Yeah, Conklin's feeling something with his hip. And that's batted away incomplete. You know what? I'm going to try it. We don't deserve to win this game anyway. So, we may as well. We don't deserve to win this game no matter what happens. That's a terrible read. Terrible read. Burrell's got to get open right there. Somehow, and yeah, we pretty much lost this game. Conklin is feeling it. You know what? We're down. We're gonna put Sharman. We're gonna put Sharman in at quarterback. We're gonna waste a timeout. We're gonna put Sharman in at quarterback because Conklin has been getting beat up all day. So Sharman now. And Sharman using his legs. What a block! Sharman's all the way to the 40. He's to the 30. And he gets all the way to the 31 on that big run. Right there. And keep something alive for Sacramento State. And Curtis now getting a first down. He gets a gain of about 13. You got an injury. Sharman. I think Sharman's what? A freshman, it said? Oh, he's a junior. Yeah, Sharman's a junior, so he's gonna. So, this might be his only opportunity to start. He's got Burrell, and Burrell's gonna be in for the touchdown! Keeping some hope alive. I mean, game's pretty much over anyway. Alright. So now, they're at their own 13-yard line. But Sharman already led a touchdown, already led a scoring drive. And this offense looks more alive with Sharman at quarterback than it did Conklin. No timeouts, though. And Sharman. Oh my goodness, to Coleman. This offense looks more alive. I wasn't originally going to do a quarterback move, quarterback switch because like the series just started. But honestly, I like how the offense is moving here under Sharman compared to Conklin. So we might have to make a switch. I don't want to make a switch this early because I don't want to, just say I gave up on Conklin already because it's only been 1 week. But this offensive dynamic that we see right now is already so much better. It's already so much better than it was. And Sharman, using his legs, gets a gain of 3. So I think a conversation might have to be had. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. I might change my mind if Conklin and start Conklin next week just because. But this is reassuring because Sharman's looking alive right now. Burrell makes 2 guys miss, gets to the 20-yard line. And he's keeping this team alive. And he's going to shoot his shot, and that's incomplete. Might have been intercepted. But no challenge, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. First really mistake that Sharman did. Action's a touchdown! Oh, man. And I mean, this don't matter. We're losing anyway, so. 2 touchdown passes. 2 touchdown passes from Sharman. And we might have a QB controversy already 2 weeks in. We might have a QB controversy. They're just going to kneel it, aren't they? Yeah, they're just going to kneel it. So we're going to go down to 0-1. So we're going to fall to 0-1 on the year. Offense didn't really play that great. Neither did the defense. But let's see. Let's just see how things went. So they only used their 1 quarterback. Conklin had 151 yards. He was 12 for 28. Didn't do too bad for what we have, but that's 46% of his passes, 1 touchdown and an interception. He only averaged 5.9 yards per attempt. But Sharman went 7 for 8 with 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12.5 average yards per attempt. Run game. I really wish I could have got the run game going more. Curtis had 13 attempts for 83 yards. I wanted Conklin, -11. Sharman had 43 yards because that long 40-yard run that he had in his first carry. Receiving, who's our leading receiver? Burrell. Angie Burrell. Oh, he was a receiver. I thought he was a tight end, but no, he was our leading receiver. He had 2 touchdowns, 9 receptions, 126 yards. Coleman had a really good showing. I want to get more guys involved in the passing game, though. So I don't want to view highlights. So not the worst showing. Could have been better, obviously, but could have went way worse. Could have went way worse though. But there we do have a lot to improve on this team if we want to, you know, be sustainable. Let's take a look at some recruiting. We're at 275 hours. So this is where we can start offering guys. Can't do a whole lot of NIL for guys because that's why we're only recruiting 1-stars and stuff. But it'll grow the more like games we win and stuff. First, we're going to start by giving all the guys we're first for and this quarterback. I did throw in a 4-star recruit because you never know. He's going to want to... Yeah, no. We're not getting him. I was going to take him off my board. We ain't getting him. And I know we're not getting him because I'm not giving most of my NIL budget. Because I'm not giving most of my NIL budget to one dude. Maybe in like 2 years if we grow more, then I will. But I'm not giving... But I'm not giving one guy all that NIL money. That's why we have a bunch of 1-star recruits right now. Because, well, we're only gonna... let's contact this guy's family and friends. I really want to get this right, and I don't want to edit his scholarship. We're gonna send the house his way. This guy, just do family, friends. We'll DM the player. DM. We'll do social media as well. Can't schedule any visits right now because we're still so far, but let's see. See how our pipeline's looking. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's a 2-star, dude. We'll throw the 2-star guy in there. We'll throw the 2... Holy moly. Holy moly. I just realized that we do a lot of... That we have a lot of edge rushers. Whoops. Yeah, I just realized we have a bunch of edge rushers. Give this guy a little NIL... Let's give this guy a little extra NIL boost. He doesn't want a lot either, but getting a 2-star would be really nice. So I'm going to do... Okay. Offer some more NIL to guys. I'm just going to give that guy that. Hey. That's pretty much our first round of recruiting done. Let's just simulate for the next week. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we did not make his top 5. Manji Burrell won MAC Player of the Week. So we already got a Player of the Week 1 week into the year. So playing an FBS, so we're playing an FBS school, FCS school this week. Let's take a look. There we go. Oh, Luke Wafel. What does he go? He's an edge rusher. Go to the MAC. Ugh. So I just want to take a look at the injury report, see if Conklin's okay. We don't have anyone on there, but I know Conklin got banged up. I just want to see how. I just want to see basically if it's worth keeping him for this week, or if he should sit out. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with them. I don't know what I want to do with them, but I know we're gonna get But I'm going to do something that I haven't done in video before. We're going to get a second game. We're going to try to get a second game in our home opener. We're going to try to get a second game in. Because I've been meaning, I realize that all my videos are within like the 15 to like 25-minute range. So like I need a longer video. So we are at home for the first time this season. FCS West gets a field goal. We are here at, I don't even know what our stadium's called. What is our stadium? What is our stadium called? Just Hornet Stadium. So Conklin's back in the starting job. Curtis, he's got a big field to run. He's going. He's all the way to the 30. He's to the 20, and he gets all the way. A 49-yard rush to the 23-yard line. And we are in business early. Curtis has been a really fun player to use so far in the 1 week. Conklin offset. Pod by Coleman. Coleman gets the 17-yard reception, and it's a first down. So, driving here early. Curtis is going to be in for the touchdown. Our first home touchdown. Fred Anderson Field at Hornet Stadium. All right, so we hold him off there. All right, we hold him off. And we are set. We are at the 44-yard line. I want to get Curtis in the pass game, too. Curtis gets 7-yard gain right there. Really want to get him involved more in the passing game, too. That's one thing I struggle with in these games is I don't always utilize the... And Williams can't hold on. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he tried to do, but that little shimmy he tried to do killed his momentum. And he drops the ball. And Burrell gets open, and Burrell gets all the way. He gets more. He gets all the way to the 37-yard line. And we're back in business. That was also Curtis's first rushing touchdown of the season, too. Conklin to Curtis, and Curtis is just stopped for a loss of 1. O-line did him no favors on that drive. Conklin. It's going to be sacked. And we have an injury. I'm going to guess it's to that guy. So, that's what was killing Conklin in the last. And he's got Burrell open. Burrell wide open. Gets to the 20-yard line. And a first down. We already lose. And we can't afford any more injuries to our O-line. We can't afford any more O-line. We can't afford O-line injuries because our O-line's terrible as is. So Conklin now gives it to Williams, the tight end, who's going to get all the way for a gain of about 16 to the 4-yard line. Carter Conklin taking it himself, and he gets no gain on the play. I might try to find ways where, depending on the situation, where I get Sharman at least in the game, in games. And Williams catches it, and he's going to be at the 1. So close. Oh, shoot, that's not... I just favorited it instead. Okay, I was like, I didn't want to do a play action at the 1-yard line. Curtis is going to be... And he gets stuffed. He gets stuffed, and we could make the easy field goal. But we could also go for it. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. 4th downs are not our friends. And the kick is up, and it's good. 10-3 lead for the Hornets. All right, back here at Hornet Stadium. Back here at Hornet Stadium, second quarter, 4:24 left. We got Conklin, and we're going to give Curtis a shot down the middle. Gain of 5. Ooh, this play looks fun. Borders comes into the game. And Borders with a nice little catch. Gain of 4. Gain of 4. And close to a first down, but not quite. Okay. Ooh, they left the middle of the field empty. Oh my goodness! What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Conklin. And Curtis is going to be there for the first down. So keeping the drive alive. Keeping the drive alive. The River Toads. And Williams gets a gain of 4. I want to get the tight end more involved. I like to utilize the tight ends a lot. I just haven't found a space for him to get open. So we're doing 4 receiver set. Incomplete. I was trying to go for Wilson. Try to get another guy to get a reception on the year, but didn't work. So Curtis with the reception gets the first down. I'm always trying to get more guys to get the football. Jordan Moses with a nice little reception right there. Didn't do much last week, but I think only got 1 reception. I like to space the ball out to everybody. And Curtis has room to run down the middle of the field, and he's all the way to the 12-yard line. He's at 80 yards today. I mean, looks like FCS West hasn't been able to get a run game going. And Conklin stiff arms a guy, gets a gain of 3. Didn't know he had that in him. I didn't know he had that in him. It's fun too getting to know the guys too. I'm also thinking of maybe adding storylines as well to this, like adding, like how sometimes in real life, although you don't see it very often nowadays, where like players are like ineligible or something, or like player fights, or like player failed a test so they can't play. I might add fun little storylines like that just to make it more interesting as Curtis gets in for the touchdown. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know in the comments. I just don't want it to be, the traditional Dynasty where like nothing fun happens. Where nothing fun happens and it's just like, I just sit and play the games and do recruiting. Like I want to add actual fun storyline elements to this that would make it more exciting. And give you guys more of a reason to watch the videos other than just it's a college football Dynasty rebuild, if you get what I'm saying. Which I'm happy it's that. I love that it's that. But like I want to put my own spin on it from the college level as Wilson makes a guy miss his first reception of the year. He gets all the way to the 22-yard line. And we mean business here. We mean business. Oh! Oh, I liked that read too. Conklin just doesn't hit. That's why I don't throw deep. That's why I don't throw deep, because of those moments. That's why I don't throw deep. Because that happens. So Conklin, I don't throw deep for that reason alone. Curtis. One day I'll get better at the deep ball. I am not doing a Hail Mary. This last play, yeah. Let's take it to. We'll just take it to halftime. Waste our time out there. We'll just try the field goal. I mean, I don't know. I forgot if we get the ball at half or not. So we'll just try. It's a 48-yard field goal. See if our kicker has the leg. It's going to go in, I think. That's not where you said it was going, game. That's not where you said it was going, game. You said it was going through. I hate when those games do that, when they've pinpointed, like, oh, it's going to land there, and then it doesn't. Like, don't mark it there, then, if it's not going to. And Curtis, with a big first down and more, he's going all the way. He's going all the way. He's just got to get past this guy to the 10-5 touchdown. That's how you break your drive out of half. Curtis, Jared Curtis, welcome to the FBS. What a play. So now we're back here. We lead 24-17. Moses with the reception, and Moses, second and inches. Jared Curtis has been so fun to play with so far in this franchise. I'm excited to see how he grows throughout the rest of this dynasty in the time that we have him. In the time that we have him. Because I forgot. I have to look again. He might be a junior. But Conklin going to get a gain of 2. I was gonna favorite that play for when I need it because I'm not gonna knowing me I'm not gonna be able to find it in my playbook. So looks like a little fun play though. Williams holds on. Williams holds on. 3rd and 2. I don't like these plays. Very close game, though, but really fun game. I really like what I've seen from the offense today. As compared to last week. As Coleman's going to get... Oh, you should have stayed on him, Williams. I can already tell we're going to need a tight end that's block heavy. We're going to need a block heavy tight end because... Because that was kind of ridiculous. Your tight end shouldn't be allowing that. Oh. You know what? Let's go back into the hand. Let's take it back in the hands of who we had it with originally in Curtis. Gets underneath the tackle and gets a gain of 7. And gets a small little gain of 7 right there. So now we got Borders and Curtis in the backfield. Burrell, Moses to the right. Moses holds on for the first down. And he's got Coleman wide open at the 5. That's how you make a play. Let's try this play now. This play looks fun. If I know what I was doing. Looks fun if I knew what I was doing. And he's hit as he throws. I do not like these plays. I do not like those plays that I was given. So I gotta waste time, find my own plays. Because that's why I don't like coach suggestions all the time, because like, what a touchdown for Moses! What a grab! 2:14 here left in the 4th quarter. Have thrown 34. Sacramento State leads 31 to 17. Curtis is gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again. He's going 10-5 touchdown. Nobody's catching him. He does it again. We might have the offensive player of the week for the MAC 2 weeks in a row. So now Conklin is just going to give the ball to our backup running back, Collins, who's going to get all the way to the 10. So Curtis is back in the game now. Having a really phenomenal outing. Having a really phenomenal game. Oh! Coleman almost had that too. That's the funny thing. Coleman almost had that. And Curtis is going to have almost another touchdown. So close to another touchdown. Conklin, it loses the football! He loses the football! He already gave up a pick six, and now he's going to give up a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Here comes Moses! We're just going to finish the game off on offense. 38 to 17. This game is as good as basically over, but you never know. Sacked! 4 sacks today for Sacramento State. Okay, we're going to use their Adams right here. Breakthrough is it? Oh! 33 almost had a really bit. Yeah. Bailey has been having a great game. I'll play defense. I think I'm going to play defense more games too. I just do it more so because I don't like playing defense. He's got Houston coming at him. He's got 4 deep, and it's going to be incomplete. And they're going to go for it here on 4th and 17. I mean, what else do you got to lose? Adams, Bailey, Weber, Williams, Raksha, Antonini. And broke away. Malachi Nichols with the breakup. And Sacramento State's going to have their first win of the season. The one guy they couldn't keep in check today. Jared Curtis. The one guy they couldn't keep in check today. And that's going to be a victory. Sacramento State with their first win of the season. Jamar Curtis. Okay. 4 touchdowns, 267 yards. Holy moly, he's definitely the player of the game. How did everybody else do? Let's see. Conklin, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. He did lose a fumble, though. Rushing. Jamar Curtis, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns. Conklin minus 3 yards. Bryant Collins had a nice little 16-yard run. We did not have, okay, so it was definitely more so. It was definitely more so a run-heavy game today. Coleman led us in yards for 72. Jason Moses had 4 receptions, 36 yards, and a touchdown. We had 8 different guys get the ball today. So I like to see. Even Curran Borders, our 3rd running back, even got a grab. Curtis had a nice receiving touchdown. So that's what we like to see. So I think we're going to do this, focus on recruiting, and then we're going to wrap up there. I had a lot of fun, though, with this episode. Level up! Let's do some recruiting. See what we gotta do. Ooh, nice. We're growing out a bunch of guys. Guys is bored. Let's offer this guy some NIL money. Offer him some minutes. How about the new guys we added? Okay. So this quarterback. I really want this quarterback. I think he can be decent. This guy locked us out. That's fine. I don't really think we're going to get him anyway. So we're first on this 2-star recruit. We're going to DM him. Let's just give this guy. Just booster up the O-line. Oh, I can't offer. I can't offer him a scholarship? Oh, because we're a projected cutoff. I'll say, it can't be non-NIL related. I'm going to search social media. Oh. Okay, well. I think with that being said, we're going to wrap up with this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a safe ship into the next one. Peace.